How's it going, everybody? This is Semi Dios, and welcome to Alina of the Arena. This is a roguelike deck building tactics game where you are a gladiator who is trying to survive the multiple levels of the arena. This is an early access title, which means that the game is not complete, but the developers have been releasing updates pretty consistently. I have been streaming this game over at Twitch and will continue streaming this game this week and most likely next week. So if you do want to check my channel out and see me play this game live, you can meet me over there. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I will leave a link to my Twitch channel and to the game in the description below. With that being said, let's get started. Okay, so since I streamed this game and I played it a few times, I have unlocked some classes and everything, but you will start off with just the one class, the slave class. But once you do a playthrough, regardless if you win or lose, you will unlock some new classes. So the difference between the classes is going to be the HP, what your starting weapons are, and then the cards that you have. So the blue and red side are going to correlate to your left and right hand, and the cards will like match that side. So like if you have a weapon, so let's go to mercenary, for example. We have a sword, and she starts off with a sword in her red hand, and she has strikes that correlate to that. So the damage of the weapon adds to the damage of the card, which you can see there. So that would be 5 damage each if she uses this card. And then we have a shield in the blue side, which will correlate to the blue cards over here. And the shield gives an additional block to the guard, which gives 4 blocks. So in reality, every time she uses guard, it will be 5 block instead, which just, 5 block is just a, shield mechanic where you block that amount of damage before it hits your HP bar. But with shields, you get to keep half of that block after that turn, because normally without a shield, if you use a guard, whatever block is left after the enemy's turn goes away. You'll see that, you understand what I mean when we get to the game. Each class also starts off with different other cards, like skill cards, power cards, skill card. I said skill cards twice, but I meant status cards. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But yeah, I beat the game with Hunter so far. We're gonna try Mercenary because it seems like Mercenary seems like a little bit more balanced with the HP, and then this character also has all of her strike cards in the red and all of her guard cards in the blue, which seems to be a little bit more convenient to have it, because a lot of these characters have them all mixed up, like red and blue guards and stuff like that. So we will go ahead and try this playthrough with Mercenary. We are going to play this in Rookie. I'll probably stream Veteran and Warlord, but I do want to start off with Rookie in this gameplay, because this game, it says easy difficulty, but this game is really not that easy. Like the first floor of the arena is relatively easy, but the second and third floor, it ramps up the difficulty pretty fast. Okay, so every time, you're not gonna see this on your first playthrough, but on your additional playthroughs, you'll visit a mystery shop. So that's going to be the first encounter you could do. So you get these coins, these purple coins, from playing the game. So they carry over after each playthrough. Well, as in, like, you can't stack them. So in the one playthrough, you get 8 coins. You have to use these coins in the next playthrough. But then you earn another certain amount of coins for the next playthrough, and so on and so forth. So this just gives you an advantage early on. So I already see a couple of things I do want. It has a Demon Slayer sword, Demon Slayer power, and a Deadly Touch. These all go very well together. But you do want to pick up some accessories here. This is another thing, is you get to hold 3 accessories, 1 charm and 2 bracers. And then you start off with 1 item slot, but unlock the other additional 2 item slots. So these you can hold weapons here, or shields, potions, and all kinds of stuff there. But let's see. For this playthrough, let's look. Equipped weapons cannot be swapped during fights. That seems very problematic. Start each fight with straight sharp and 2 sap. That's problematic. Water bracer restores 5 HP at the start of each fight. So that's going to be very, because your HP carries on in between each fight. So this is going to be very useful on like keeping you healthy. And I do want to get Demon Slayer, Deadly Touch, and Demon Slayer Sword. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6. So that's going to be perfect. So we're going to replace the Rusty Sword right away. And we'll leave in the item slots because we can throw that weapon at someone. And then we have 1 more left. So we'll gain this, which happens to be on the blue side. So that's very convenient. Gain 6 block and draw 1 card. So that's going to be very useful. So this is actually a pretty decent start. So let's go on. So we'll have the fight encounters here. We have meditate encounters. We have elite fights. So you can see that with the skulls, with the horns, there's 2 elite fights here. You have to have 5 fights, regardless if they're elite or normal, to unlock the champion fight. And you can fight the champion early or just continue clearing the board. But what I would suggest on the first level of the arena is you clear the board. Because every time you win a fight, you get to pick up a card, you get to pick up weapons that were thrown on the field, etc. And you also have your event encounters, shop encounters, and rest encounters, and we'll get to those when we get to them. So we're going to go on to the first fight. Alright, so a couple things going on here. So you have an initiative card that you get every turn. So the thing with this is you have to initiate it with it or it disappears for that turn. So unfortunately it costs 1 energy. So the energy system you get to use, you have 3 energy you can use. And all these cards have a certain amount of energy per card. So that's pretty straightforward. And then you have your deck where you draw your cards from. Then you go into the discard pile, like whatever cards are left in your hand, or use that turn, go to the discard pile or the exhaust pile. The exhaust piles are permanent, like they get taken out of this fight for the entire fight. Once your deck draw pile runs out and everything's in the discard pile, this discard pile will get refreshed pretty much into your draw pile. And this shows how many cards you are drawing each turn. Alright, so let us begin. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to go into, let's go to his face here. And we're going to do 6 damage with a strike because this Demon Slayer damage is a decent amount stronger than the Rusty Sword. So we're going to actually do 6 damage. And now the other thing is, I picked up Deadly Touch. This applies 99 Death Mark, which is going to be very useful for that Demon Slayer card that I showed you earlier. But this reduces their attack damage by 1. So this person does 1 damage 2 times, as you see on the bottom there. So this person will do 5 damage to anyone that's around them. And just by hovering over them, you see their attack range. And you'll see over here, like any status effects. So this person has spiky, when attacked deal 2 damage back. So we're gonna take some damage unless we guard. And we do have some guard cards, so we'll go ahead and guard, and then we'll strike. So that kills them, and we take the 2 damage, but only hits the block. And the crowd liked that, so they threw some, equipment on the field. So we're gonna probably replace Rusty Shield with that. But we only have 1 energy left to use. We can put Deadly Touch on you to reduce your damage. And then we can also use this, but there's no real reason to use that, so we're just going to end our turn there. They'll move up to attacking range, and we retain some of that block. And there's the Demon Slayer move if we want to use that, but I don't think it's very necessary at the moment. Actually, we don't really have an attack, so we are probably going to actually use that. We're going to pick up this shield from here and replace it. We're going to put this over here because we can find use of that later, most likely. And then we're going to go ahead and use Demon Slayer. So Demon Slayer, I guess I didn't read that out, did I? So power cards get exhausted into exhaust spot, so you're going to use them once per battle. But Demon Slayer deals 25% additional damage to enemies with Death Mark, which is what this did. And this applies 99 Death Mark, so that person permanently, pretty much, from that fight will have Death Mark, so you always do 25% damage. And the other thing with Death Mark itself, if you kill that person, you gain energy. And Death Mark reduces their attack damage too as an added bonus. But that's all we can do, so we're going to end our turn. Alright, so now we got some strike cards. We got Beef Up, which is going to gain strength. Gaining strength increases your damage for that fight. So it lasts the entire fight. So that's really convenient to have. But what we're going to do is we're not going to prolong this that much. We're going to go ahead and beef up. So now we're doing 7 damage. We lost a movement initiative card. But we're going to go ahead and take this guy out. And the good thing about the sword is it increases, besides increasing the damage, it applies Death Mark every time you use it. So you can actually just apply Death Mark, and if you have Demon Slayer, you're going to always do more damage. So, because I got the extra turn, instead of ending the turn, I now have an extra energy, and I can also kill him. We're going to take some damage from it, but we do kill him. So the crowd is happy, they'll say things, they'll throw gold and stuff, which you can use. Okay, this is very good. Fortify, this gets removed from the entire fight every time you use it, but for that turn you gain 30 block, and it happens to be on the blue side, which is our shield side, so that's very convenient, and it's only 1 cost. So we got 45 gold from that fight. So next thing I want to do is, there's an event encounter here, so we'll check that out and see what happens. You're surrounded by the Mafia, whose boss has grown tired of losing bets. They offer you to help them win by doing something extra during your next match, and promises a handsome pay in advance. So I don't usually like these type, where you have to do some kind of effect to fulfill the thing. But end the match as quickly as you can, win the fight in 5 turns, or lose all your gold. I only have 45 gold, so this is actually convenient that we found this early. Perform a dazzling combo, 6-hit combo. That's not going to happen. Finish the fight without taking any damage. So that may happen. If we refuse to fight, we lose 8 HP. So we might be able to do this. In fact, I think we should be able to do this. And we'll gain 200 gold. So we're going to go ahead with that. And just in case, we're going to use the Meditate, which allows you to create, forget, or switch the color of cards. So forgetting the cards will be pretty useful. You'll see like some status effects you get from like events and stuff, where you could end up having like muscle pain or muscle ache or something, and it's pretty annoying to have in your deck because it takes up a card slot. So we're gonna go ahead and create a card. Okay, so Deflect, Think Fast, and Fireball, they're all good, but having Fireball is probably it's pretty convenient to have a ranged area of effect attack. So we're gonna go ahead and take that. So since we're doing that, we were gonna go to Elite, but we're gonna do a normal fight because we're trying not to take any damage. Which also means that I have to take this guy out immediately because he is very annoying and he's gonna cause us to be the one that takes damage. So we're gonna go here. Fortunately, we're within his range, so he's gonna snag and make me unable to move. Which is not good, but we can't let this guy use his attack. So we're gonna go ahead, if we grab him, we can pull him closer and we can attack him, and then we'll put, I should probably put Deadly Touch first, and then let's see, can we kill him? We'll throw the shield at him, which will permanently destroy it. And then we'll throw the sword at him to get him out there. So it's a good thing we had those resting swords. We get energy from that, and then we can turn around and strike him. And we'll put Death Mark on there, so they like that little combo. So he'll snag, which means I'm within range of this guy attacking me, and he's going to attack me now that he caught me. I can't move, but I can kill you. So now I have 3 energy again. I can attack you, and then use 2 guard. So now I have 12 block, and his 4 damage is not going to go through the block, so I'm not going to take any damage to my HP. But now I'm surrounded, so I have a couple options I could do here. I can go ahead and fortify and take the hits, or I can beef up Demon Slayer, Fireball. There's a lot of things I can do here. But what I do want to do is, yeah, I'll take the Fortify, and we will go ahead and use Demon Slayer and end the turn there. So they're not going to get through the block, and we keep half of it. So they will also not go through that block again. We'll go ahead and beef up, increase our damage here, strike him, get him out of there. And we'll go ahead and use a guard anyway, even though I don't really need it, because they're not doing that much damage. So like the guard, the block like strategy is pretty useful. And we kill him there. And there's a lot of items on the screen, and then they throw all their gold. See how much gold? And we won. So we get to keep our money. Okay, so let's see. Crippling Trap. Vulnerable. So that would be very good. Vulnerable increases damage received by 50%. So if I can trap someone, you can also skip and gain an additional 5 gold, but the 5 gold is usually not worth it. You'd rather take cards. You want to fill up the cards. So we got a health potion, which is really good, and we do get a katana, which can be useful. So we'll grab that in case, and then we'll grab the crossbow, even though it's a rusty crossbow, so it's not that strong. But we can make uses of that, so we do want some ranged attacks. Okay, so we're going to check the next event. A fan approaches you with a crazed look and inside and grabs you by the arm. Oh my god, I love you. Please have this. He displays no intention of letting go. Accept the gift. Receive a random card, which is good. Use something to distract him. Remove 1 random card. And rest your arm free and run. Lose 5 HP. So receiving a random card can't be that bad. Battle Stance isn't that bad of a card. We'll check it out later, but let's get the elite. Elite fights are going to be a lot stronger. Not as strong as, like, you know, the champion fights, but they have a lot more HP, a lot more damage, and if you beat the elite fights and the champions, you unlock a certain card. But I already beat this champion, so I already unlocked his card. So we're going to set up. We're going to avoid him, get Demon Slayer up and running, and end our turn. So we are probably gonna, so he's gonna try to snag me. We're gonna beef up Battle Stance, and we're gonna strike him. So we apply that 1 death mark. Unfortunately, he snagged me now, so he's gonna do 17 damage. I did a misplay because now I can move this, so it brings the energy cost of the movement card to 0. But I can't move because he snagged me. So unfortunately, we're going to have to get unsnagged. And then he's going to do 7 damage, and he's going to do 17 damage. So we can block some of it. I will rather shoot a fireball at him. Get that burn damage going. So we're going to take a majority of this damage. It's unfortunate. Oh, and he pushed me back into a trap, which makes me invulnerable. I mean, it makes me vulnerable. So I can't move because I got pushed into a trap, which is unfortunate. But we can beef up. We could put... we're out of range of him. So that's, again, another fortunate card thing. And we did not draw that many good cards. We could do that to draw a card to see what we do here. And we could use Fortify And we'll go ahead and put Deadly Touch on you. So now you have 99 marks and your strength's down. Now, the 40 block, even though they're not attacking, you'll still keep 20 of the block. And we can move... Actually, no, he snagged me again, which is inconvenient. So we'll go ahead and attack you twice. Stuns him. We'll gain a little bit more guard, so that should nullify that. We'll take the health potion to get some more health. Bring us back to 52. So that blocks that. But we do want to move back and try to finish this guy off. And then we'll put crippling. No, you're not gonna move, so that's useless. So we'll put another guard there. Oh, so he did end up moving. I didn't actually expect that. So what we could do is we can move away, grab this potion. One attack, gain one focus. So that'll be useful like later on. We'll beef up and we'll go ahead and guard. Even though we're not gonna get attacked, I just want to keep the attacks, the guard up. So he kills his own buddy. So now we can just move in, attack him, and then we'll do a battle stance just in case he tries to move away. So he does go for the attack, but we have a 0 cost move here. We'll go ahead and strike him. And then we'll block and hopefully get a striking move. We did not, so we'll block again. And we will take some damage and get pushed back. So you can pick up the things from here, as you saw me doing, but you can also just take it from there and then use it. So I'm going to throw this rock at him and do 4 damage, and that'll be enough to kill him. Alright, not bad, your popularity is growing, so that's good to know. None of these are really that great. So we'll take another beef up. And the heavy crossbow can replace the rusty crossbow, so that's good. Our shield is still normal shield, so we'll just sell the rest. We have some decent money here. But the things you can get from the shop, so you can buy weapons and consumables, but you can also upgrade your weapons here. But the things you can get from the shop early on is not that great, so the main thing you want to do is increase your deck here. So gain 2 block whenever you deal damage. That's going to work very well for what I have. But adrenaline gain 2 energy, and I don't have... Wait, I do have enough for both. Gain 1 focus whenever you gain block. So all 3 of these are pretty good. But I do want that reflex, which makes I don't have enough for that. So we'll go ahead and pick up adrenaline. I think those are 2 very good additions to the to our deck. So we'll go ahead and do another fight. So because of that water bracer, we gained some HP. I would like a vampire fate bracer, which gives you HP every time you attack, or you kill someone, I should say. So we're gonna move here, take this rock, hit you with it. We're gonna put reflex up, and we might as well use Deadly Touch and make your damage 0. Not that it matters, because you're not gonna even hit me. And even if you do hit me, you're doing 0. So I'm not too worried about that. We're gonna put Crippling Trap there for when they move. Battle Stance. And we'll just put a guard up. Not that anyone's gonna get through my attack here or anything. So he got stuck by the trap, so now he's more vulnerable. And now these 2 people can hit me. Well, so can he, but he does 0 damage. I'm going to move away. Get Demon Slayer up and running, and get beef up so I get a little bit more strength. So I'm going kind of for like a gaining status type cards, and like getting strength and everything, because you're gonna really want that on the boss. So now I could do this area attack fireball. So we're gonna go ahead and take you out, That kills you. I gain black because of that power move. And then we're going to go ahead and we'll attack you. Because there's no reason to not attack you. We'll gain some energy, and that'll give us some guard. And won't be taking any damage. So I feel like with this guard setup, we may be able to tackle all 3 floors. So we're going to go ahead, beef up, attack you, and attack you. And then we gain the extra turn. We might as well use that. I don't have enough energy. Use the fireball. Nor was there anyone within range. I could switch out, and yeah, we'll switch out to the crossbow, so I can attack him from a distance. So the thing with this, it does have a power move, which is increase 2 additional damage and deal knockback. But the thing with crossbows is once you shoot, you have to use another attack. Ooh, that's nice. To reload. And you can't swap weapons like after using that turn. So we're gonna go ahead and just do that. What's the point of this potion here? Let's see. So gain 2 discipline when attack, gain 1 focus. Okay, I mean that can be useful, but if I move within range, if I move here, only the one guy's gonna attack me. And we can attack him 3 times. Well, we only have enough for 2 attacks. So we'll beef up, do some damage, do some more damage, and he luckily survives. And we'll use Raw Liquid. So we'll gain some focus, which increases my damage for the next turn. So now you're pretty much dead. So I'm gonna take you out. I should have attacked him first though. But I did gain let's see, so this should do 11 damage. Yep, and that's it. So far we're doing good. Okay. Tough not gain 2 but increase blocking for cards in hand by 1 per stack. Stack decreases each turn. And kick. Kick will be useful to push people back. Strike shield, increase block by 2. Increase block by 2, gain 1. Enter strike mode. They both have barricade. So enter strike mode, deal knockback. So I mean this is still a better shield, but I don't think it's gonna be that useful. I think we're gonna stick with the Demon Slayer sword setup here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do this fight, and that'll be the last fight that we need to do. But I'm probably gonna continue because, again, like I said, you probably want to clear all the encounters to get as much gold and cards as possible. So we're gonna go ahead, and they don't have that much HP, so this might be a waste. We'll do Battle Stance and Demon Slayer and see what we could do here. I could have used my crossbow, but didn't really want to. So now I can move out of the way. I'm still gonna be within their range for 2 of them. But we can do a fireball here. If we do here, that's gonna hit us. So we'll do a fireball here, hit 3 of them. We're gonna go ahead and block. We're gonna kick you away, and which stuns both of y'all, so now y'all are not going to be able to do anything. And let's get some adrenaline, and we'll put a trap here, because one of them's going to move there, and we might as well use the guard. So he's going to step into the trap, makes himself vulnerable. He's not able to do anything twice, so that's very convenient. We're going to kill you. We're gonna try to kill you, but it's not gonna be enough. Almost. And we don't really need to fortify. We can actually do the rope hook away so we don't take any damage. Well, we weren't going to take any damage anyway, but just to be in a better position, I guess. So we can beef up, and we're going to go ahead and strike you, which kills you, which we get the energy back, and we'll do reflex, deadly touch, and we're good. Alright, I think it's better if we just try to take you out. So we'll take you out, and we'll end the turn. Alright, now all three of them are going to try to attack me, and they're going to kind of succeed, but we can take the one guy out. He does the most damage, and we can go ahead and block all the rest of the damage. So they're not going to be strong enough to get through that block. We could have put the barricade there, but I wasn't sure if he was going to actually move or not. Let's beef up again. Do that so you die. But I don't want to take the explosion damage, so we're going to do that. And we'll just fortify, since this is going to end next turn anyway. Yeah, we're going to strike both times and kill him. Alright, so watchful, but that's return a random 0 from your discard card too. Okay, I don't like that it's blue, but we can make it work. So nothing really good, so we'll just sell that. Okay, so we'll have a rest where we can heal HP. So we did unlock the champion, but when you rest, you can heal HP, or you could train. I'd rather train. I always use train because you want to power up these cards as much as possible. Like this would gain 3 block. I want to show the other ones by accidentally push it twice, but reflex is good to have powered up because you gain 3 block every time you attack. Okay, so rather than running away, I think I'm going to fortify, and I'm going to take damage. I did still burn myself, which unfortunately goes through block for myself, but also goes through all their block too. So I still have 12 block, so I'm going to take all those hits, but we're going to go ahead and death mark you so you don't do much damage. We're going to attack you twice. And then we're still going to battle stance, so if we need to move next turn, we can move next turn. Okay, so yeah, they did no damage. And then here we have Demon Slayer and a beef up. So I can move. Okay, yeah, I could move. We'll do Demon Slayer and we'll beef up. And we'll just take the 1 damage. Let's see. Heavy crossbow, Demon Slayer, Bogos. So we're not really using this. We can sell that though, so I don't want to waste that. So 1 HP. So unfortunately he just healed himself a little bit, and I got wounded from that attack. And now they're gonna both try to rush me. So if I move here, they should hit each other. We'll go ahead and beef up. We'll do adrenaline so we can do multiple attacks. We're gonna get that wound out here, and we're gonna kick you away. Oh, so unfortunately he did 0 damage to his buddy. So he's gonna try to heal. So we're gonna move here. We're gonna pull you close. And do nothing, because I didn't actually have an attack card. I can do this. Yeah, we'll do that just to interrupt you so you don't do anything. And now I have an additional energy, and then we'll hit him there. So we'll end that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this. Actually, we're going to power that up. So we're going to stun you. We're going to hit you twice. And then we're gonna, that should do 5 damage. So, actually, I mean, I could kill you. Yeah, we're just gonna kill you. Gains me 1 energy, but I didn't have anything to use. Yeah, he's gonna try to heal again, which is gonna be successful because I have too many status cards. Unfortunately, I'll put a trap there just in case he moves there, which he does because he's an idiot. We're gonna go ahead and beef up, do 15 damage, and do more damage. Alright, lead, switch positions, conserve, throw dirt. Conserve is pretty good. We'll take the spear potion. Steel shield, increase block by 3. That's nice, but we'll skip that for now. Alright, so we have one more fight. That was the elite fight. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do the fight before we do all the rest and everything. They're gonna attack each other. So the setup I have takes a little bit longer to get everything rolling, but it's definitely worth it in the long run. Alright. We're gonna move away, which is gonna snag us, and he's still gonna hit us. But I want to use Demon Slayer, and then we're gonna use Vigilant. So we're gonna mitigate some of that damage, not all of it. So he hits the wall and gets stunned. Okay. I think taking you out may be the best decision here. And we get an energy back so we can still use reflex, and then we'll kick you away, stuns you, and no one can do anything. So you're gonna try to rush me, which unfortunately I don't really have anything I could do here. I could do that, beef up. You could do Deadly Touch, Adrenaline, beef up again, and we'll end the turn. So he kills him, so that's good. Didn't have to worry about him. We're gonna go ahead and try to... He does the most damage. So, no, he's gonna rush, so he's still gonna hit me. Actually, no, he's not, because I'm gonna do this. Put a trap here. We're gonna push you away, which kills you. And that's all I have. So now you're vulnerable. We're gonna go ahead and beef up, and we're going to kill you because you have the death mark. We're gonna fortify, not take any damage, and then this pretty much is over as long as I get some strike cards. We got 1 strike card. I could have beefed up to make it stronger, but we have enough to take that. Entertainer, okay, that's a very good card to have, and I usually, unfortunately it was blue, wasn't it? I think it was blue. We're gonna go with Sapping Blue, that one. So, I think I have a Meditate, so I can switch that around. Let's train a card here. So we're going to train this so it deals 50% extra damage, so that's always good to have. If I do cards, wait, so what was, that's Meditate, so we can switch a card by that, so we're not going to worry about cards. Let's go and upgrade our weapons. So Demon Slayer is kind of the card I've been using with the weapon, so we'll upgrade that. It's not really worth upgrading more than 1 time, but if you need to, you can. And that's all we'll do there. And then we're gonna switch, I did not mean to do that, switch this to be red. so I don't have to move that around. Okay, so who we fight? So we're fighting this guy, Giga Blade. He's slightly annoying, but he's a little bit on the easier side. So we're gonna go ahead, beef up, and we're gonna go ahead and attack. I thought he was unmovable. I guess he's not immovable, so that's good. So he was stunned because I broke his guard, which I didn't actually want to break his guard that early. So we're gonna go ahead and start attacking him. And we will conserve the energy for the next one. We're going to do that jump, which pushes me away. Now he gets increased range and increased damage. So we're going to run. Get reflex going, get beef up going. And we'll go there, he's going to get closer. Now I can't really escape that. So we're going to go ahead, death touch. Strike. We're gonna sap his strength a little bit so we can block. And there's the Demon Slayer that I was waiting for. So that was not really a misplay, it's just a, I don't know, it was just unfortunate. So we're gonna go put that there, so he moves there. We'll get light-footed. And we'll put a shield up just to use it. So he's vulnerable now, can't really escape him, but we can break through that. So we're gonna go ahead, beef up, and we're gonna strike. And we're gonna put that trap there, and end that turn. Alright, there's the Demon Slayer we've been waiting for. So that's gonna do more damage. But now he's gonna jump away. Increase strength by 4. But you're out of range, so rather than wasting time, we're going to go ahead and beef up and shoot you from here. And then go ahead and reload that just in case we're going to use it later on. We don't need a guard. Now he's trapped, immobilized. I can... We're gonna put that back. That's a 0 cost move. We're gonna go ahead and break this guard. 45 damage. We're gonna dupe. And we don't have anything else to use. So we need to get more attack cards. Is really what it's coming down to. We're gonna go ahead and beef up. Put Crippling Trap there. We're gonna kick you into the trap. And we're gonna just guard. Strength up. But I should be doing enough damage where I can take that out. So we'll move here. 27 damage. And we don't have any attack cards. So unfortunately, the problem I'm running into this run is we don't have enough attack cards here. But this will still kill him. Ends that. Then we get a bunch of blades. Let's see. So that's blue. That's blue. So I don't want to get another guard card, but I don't want to switch up my attacks. So we'll do that. Shield Breaker is a spear. Yeah. I'm not sure if I described the differences of the swords and the weapons and stuff. But swords is... So daggers usually do bleed. You have knuckle weapons that do bleed too, but does like multiple strikes. We have swords that are stronger than daggers that has normal range. Katanas are two-handed, so they take both slots up. And they're usually strong too. They usually have like a focused oriented, so they gain more attack damage. Spears hit 2 tiles to the front, are heavy-handed, so you gain fatigue, which is very bad. It gets bad later on because those take up like card slots when in your deck in each fight. And then great swords hit the three tiles, like the tile you're targeting, and then 2 tiles around it, so 3 tiles. And then we have crossbows and normal bows. Normal bows are 2-handed. And then we have like little things like this that are just 1 use, I believe. Yeah, these are 1 use and does some damage, but... And then, as you know, we have shields and stuff. After you beat a champion, you select the accessory. Apply death mark whenever you deal damage. Is that not what I have? I don't have that. But I have the Demon Slayer sword, so that's not that useful. Start each fight with Razor Sharp and 2 sat. Okay, and then Baritron gain energy each turn and 2 strength at the start of each fight. You can no longer gain block. That's not good, because I'm going for a shields thing. So we'll keep... We'll add the Demon Slayer. Like, it's kind of redundant, and I'm probably making the wrong choice, but the choices we had were not that great anyway. So we get a bunch of money, and then we get to the next level of the arena, the underground arena. And then you do that again, and then we have a champion up here. Okay, so I am going to stop there for this video. Again, like I said, I'm going to be streaming this game over at Twitch. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I'll try to get do some games on the harder difficulty levels. But as for this series, I'll have another video of this level. I'll have a video of that tomorrow. And I'll try to see if I can get this series to be like... Hopefully I can beat the champion in this level and the next level. But this is a hard game. You're gonna see things with the difficulty, you know, ramp up from this point on. So with that being said, this is Lena of the Arena, and if you like this video, please leave me a like, and if you want to see the next videos of this series or any of my videos in general, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all in the next video.